All right, it is 6 o'clock. It is Monday, May 4th. We'll call our meeting to order and start off with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Recording in progress.
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next up, roll call.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Here.
Hollister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett.
Yes.
All right. Can I get an approval for tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Hollister, seconded by Coolman. Any discussion? Then take the roll.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Hollister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward.
Yes.
All right, that takes us to item 5, which is public participation. Is there anyone in the audience who wishes to get up and address the council? Joella? This is public participation. Anybody wants to get up and address the council on a matter? That would be you.
Well, Joelle, the proclamations in the consent agenda, we figured just refer to it in the public participation section if you wouldn't mind covering it. No, just talking about the Historic Preservation Commission and some of your upcoming goals. If you're not prepared tonight, I think we'll move on. But I had said to Mayor Tom before the meeting that she may want to speak on the topic, and okay.
Okay.
I was only told that I had to do the acceptance thing, and that's what I prepared for, so. Do I have to do anything special or anything? Just start talking?
Start talking.
I
Introduce
am
yourself.
not good at these things, and I
Make sure
don't
you
like them,
introduce
and you know
yourself.
that.
Introduce yourself.
I am Joelle Hosette. I am the chairhead of the Historical Preservation Commission, and we wanted to make May Historic Month in the City of Maquoketa, and to start to acknowledge all the things we've done and to look forward to the other things we're doing. We have done bronze plaques for downtown for the historic buildings, and we are starting to look forward to the future of installing bronze plaques for the residentials. We're also looking into the future of doing a stand with the County Historic Preservation for the fair. And probably there we'll have like a listing of the properties that we gave the plaques to. And then we are also trying to collaborate, this is in the future though, a cemetery walk where we will put a spotlight on the historic people that are in the cemetery and their houses. And we'll probably have the high school drama club or Tiny Fish Pond theater players help out with that. And that way then it would spotlight the community and explain a lot of our heritage and where we're from and where we're going to. That's it. That sound good? Yes. So sorry, I wasn't ready for that, so.
You did
You
good.
did good.
really
You did really good.
Thank you.
You did really good. Anybody else want to get up and talk?
Good evening. My name is Marie Young. I live at 808 Timber Drive. I expected them to stay behind. I'm here to share my opposition to the rezoning of the Prairie Creek Golf Course area. I want to bring this decision out of the policy language and back into real life. You are currently looking at a photo of my family on the land you are considering rezoning. This isn't just a parcel number. It's directly adjacent to where our children play and where our lives unfold. And that's why I'm asking you to pause. Even you, Coleman, I can see how uncomfortable you are with this.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Oh, good. Okay. So I'll just keep going. I'm asking you to pause. Last April 20th, just prior to the second reading on the vote on this matter, Josh Bolt advised the council to vote yes. He said, quote, "If you remove people from the room, if you receive this on paper, this would be an easy one to handle. Respectfully, that is the problem. You can't remove the people because we are the ones who live with the outcome, the constituents, the ones that you represent. When you look at this decision, please see more than lines on a map, see human beings. See homes built with expectation of a certain environment and certain future. You are not simply receiving this on paper, like Mr. Bolt said. This isn't paper, this is real life. In my opinion, this process has lacked transparency. Outside influences appear to have carried disproportionate weight, and community input hasn't been fully considered. This decision seems to benefit one individual while asking many families to absorb the long-term impact. And those impacts are real. Agricultural use next to residential homes brings environmental concerns like runoff, chemicals, smells, and noises. It raises safety issues with livestock getting loose. We've heard stories about those dangers. One that has been lived by my friend Jim Tynes in a very real way. And this isn't just an opinion. Agencies like the EPA have documented these concerns. There's a real concern about cancer in Iowa right now and our water quality due to the runoff. Has a study been actually done to see what the environmental impact has? That's the kind of pause I'm asking for, to really analyze if this is the right decision. Because these decisions affect the quality of life every single day, and they affect trust in this process. And in my opinion, the city's pending litigation is influencing this decision. Legal considerations do matter, yes, but they should not outweigh your responsibility to the people in this room, again, the constituents that you represent. I respectfully ask that this decision be tabled until those matters are resolved, so outside pressures does not shape an outcome that affects many. I'm almost done. To the council, you were elected to represent the human beings in this community. That requires independent judgment, not influenced by outside threats. Balancing legal risk with community impact, balancing it with safety, and balancing it with environmental considerations and long-term city priorities. Because once this decision is made, we are the ones that have to live with it. In real life, not a piece of paper, in real life, human beings. Please don't remove the people from this decision. Make a decision that is not what is easy on paper, but what is right for the people you represent. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else want to get up and address? Not, we'll move on. Next is presentations, and we have none.
Oh, wait.
What? Oh, we got one more. Okay, sorry about that. Got to jump up faster.
Hi. I'm Nicole Shipley from 901 Timber Drive. I know this has been going on for about a year now at this point. I want to say thank you. When we were initially able to speak with many of you, I spoke with you as well. Thank you for listening throughout this process and hearing us. I don't have really anything formally set here, but it's been a challenge to not be able to speak with city council members. While I understand that there have been conversations between the applicant and city management during this time, I want to go back to when the initial agreement that was signed by the applicant had terms that expired after 5 years. He said the reason that was because he was concerned about the marketability of his property on resale. We share those same concerns as homeowners. We don't know what the future is going to look like. My understanding from some of the discussions is that there could be eventual rezoning again in the future. And this is his business, where if cattle or crops aren't profitable, does it get then rezoned to where he can make money? And our homes are still exactly where they sit today. And another concern that I have that I want to address that hasn't sat great with me at times is we've been deemed emotional during this process. And from our seat, we have been up against the unknown for quite some time. There's been fluid conversations, negotiations we weren't always part of or privy to. And I can just say, you know, my husband had said at the last Planning and Zoning Commission meeting that this could be a long-term play disguised as a compromise where that buffer is built there. It's getting this part ag and then what's next. So concerned about that. And then it was also admitted that they did not explore whether or not housing was feasible in that buffer as part of the comprehensive plan that was cited. And I just want to be clear that we're not an angry mob opposing for the sake of being difficult. We haven't walked away from the table. I come from humble beginnings. I'm not a multimillionaire. I don't own businesses, but I care about my community and my neighbors. And regardless of how this goes, thank you for your time and attention throughout. Thank you as well, city and staff, for the efforts. And that's all I have to say, but much appreciation for you all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Okay, we'll move on. So item 6, public presentations. We have none. We move on to item 7, which is a public hearing, and it's a public hearing regarding the fiscal year budget 25-26 and budget amendment number 1. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. On this topic, I have not received any public comment at all. I don't know if you have regarding a budget amendment, but this is this public hearing, the resolution that follows on this agenda is business as usual for the city as we close out the year's financials. I did have the opportunity to finish sort of a comprehensive summary of what the numbers mean that you've continued to handle, and it's available for the public. It's available online. If someone asked me in the office to have one, I'd give it to them. And then similar to how we started in 2022, it's meant to be a living, breathing document. So if anyone wants to come in and do elect a position or a new staff member, that they can grasp the happenings of the city at that time. So I don't see any reason not to approve this tonight. We're still looking at a minor positive surplus for this fiscal year. Hopefully we end up in a neutral position to slightly positive. That's how we want it. But otherwise, this is due at the end of the month, and I see no reason not to approve it tonight once you hit your resolution.
Okay, anybody else want to get up and talk about it?
Motion to close the public hearing.
A motion by Coolman,
Second.
seconded by Bennett. Any discussion? Take the roll.
Lyon.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Bennett.
Yes.
Hayward.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item 8 is our consent
Yes.
agenda.
Did we get them all?
Yes, we did.
Them all? We got 'em. Next, our consent agenda, and it consists of the minutes of our April 20th meeting, our April financial reports, bills payable through May 4th, 2026, in the amount of $313,830.10, and approval of an alcohol ownership amendment filed by Dollar General, renewal of a special Class B native retail filed by Make a Splash, a proclamation for Historic Preservation Month, and approval of the Airport Commission's resignation letter of Paul Hahle.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Coleman, seconded by Alinger. Any discussion here?
On Colister.
Yeah, Colister, take the roll. Guys don't sound alike.
I
Colister.
get smacked for that. Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Bennett. Yes. Hayward.
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
All right, now we get to item 9, old business. It's an ordinance to rezone property submitted by Big Country Properties LLC, the property being identified as parcel number 145-1830-40003400, and legally described as parcel 71-2025 in the City of Maquoketa, Iowa, as disclosed by a Plat of Survey recorded on September 14th, 2025, as the Jackson County Recorder document number 25-2739 from R1 Residential District to A1 Agriculture District, and this will be the third reading.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion by Coleman, seconded by Bennett. Is there any discussion on this? Or any questions?
Mayor, just one comment, and this is just my take. At the last meeting, there was a comment made about, if you take the audience I'm paraphrasing, take the audience out of the equation. I think that applies to everybody in the audience. Take the applicant out, take the neighborhood out, and look at the property. And clearly, you gotta consider everything, there's no doubt about it. But if you look at this area of town, you've got a neighborhood that was developed to be surrounded by a golf course that didn't work, and clearly wasn't going to work, or somebody would have bought it and kept it a golf course. That's very unfortunate for the neighborhood. There's no way to deny that. But I just think it's important, and I wanted to make the comment that I don't think the city manager was trying to cast a shadow on anyone in particular, but just look at the situation. You got to take into account the people. But I think the comment was, don't look at the applicant, don't look at the neighborhood, look at the land, look at the circumstances. Is that going to develop as residential property? There's no streets stubbed into it, no infrastructure. It was a golf course. That's the only reason it was in the city, most likely. To the question about tabling, you're not really in a position, in my opinion, to table. Not that that's where you're headed, but the applicant has a right to have his application considered. This is an application on that one parcel. The future and what the future holds for the buffer parcel, that's not before you right now. That was requested to be rezoned, I don't know, 6 months ago, plus or minus, got denied. Under your city code, there can't be another request for 12 months after that, technically. And we aren't here to look at that tonight. You're only here to look at the floodplain zone. So that's all I had, and if you had any questions, any of that, I'd be happy to respond, but just want to make those couple points.
Okay, there's nothing more. Take the roll.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
No.
Colister.
No.
Okay, 4-2 vote, motion passes. We move on to new business. And it's a resolution adopting the fiscal year 2025-26 budget amendment number 1. Go ahead.
Following public hearing comment, I don't have a lot to add to this unless you've identified something in the financials. Finance and Personnel Committee, we've gone over this a few times, but we're in a position to pass this tonight and ready to move on to our June business.
So moved. Second.
We got a motion by Colister, seconded by Lyon, to approve the fiscal year 25-26 budget. Any discussion? Take the roll.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item B is a resolution setting a public hearing for the City of Maquoketa for May 18th, 2026 at 6 p.m. for Community Development and Housing Needs Assessment. Go ahead.
Well, I have, I think, really good news with this one. ECIA some months ago reached out and talked about a CDBG program for food pantries. And Maquoketa, like the Sunshine Project, is just a great applicant on paper for economic status. This is how grants are supposed to go to underinvested communities. And for better or worse, that can play in our favor. In this case, $100,000 is an opportunity for the community cupboard with a 5% match, and I connected Pastor Neil Harrison with ECIA, and they've done very well together with coming up with the objective of putting this into place. So similar to our subrecipient agreements that you have experience with CDBG, the processes that will follow after May 18th involve a needs assessment, an application review. There should be a subrecipient coming your way as well. I think this is another good opportunity and some thankful overwatch from ECIA, but really, I'm gonna use this word, love the fact that we have this program available to us in our community.
So moved.
Second.
And a motion by Colister, seconded by Hayward. Any discussion? None? Take the roll.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
Okay, that one passes. Item C is a resolution setting a public hearing for the City of Maquoketa for May 18th, 2026 at 6 p.m. for the 2026 Community Development Block Grant Public Services application for Project Community Cupboard.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Colister, seconded by Alinger. Any discussion? Okay, take the roll.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item D is a resolution to approve FAA 3, number 03-19005-018-2026 grant agreement.
Thank you, Mayor. John and I's weight on this one paid off a little bit, and so the Public Works Committee discussed a snow blower at the airport, and about a year and a half ago, I was at a managers conference where they talked about using some removal equipment for airport operations, and I go, wait a second, airport money can't just, you can use it for other equipment needs, and that's sort of the direction we've shifted a little bit with the airport to increase our inventory for the city airport, and a lot of these quick processes that were in front of you a couple months ago are starting to turn into public hearings and grant approval agreements after some bids. So with this agenda and the next, we start getting into the next phase of affording this equipment on a 5% local match as opposed to it all being city funds. And then crack sealing on the concrete runway. And there's a council packet distribution to you that listed the runway, and I think as a city, we're very thankful to have that much concrete runway at a condition it is in. And the objective of that joint sealing and crack filling is to keep it that way from water intrusion, freeze thaw. So, there's a 20-year clawback to FAA grants. Very important that we take care of that runway so we don't have to redo another large runway at some point in the future. Even those 5 or 10% matches are very, very large. So that's what this resolution and the next few are about.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Coleman, seconded by Bennett. Colister and Bennett.
Thank you.
If there's no discussion, take the roll.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
That one,
Hayward.
Yes.
that one passes. Item E is a resolution approving a low responsive bid and authorizing execution of a contract for FAA 11AJ number 30190055-018-2026. Acquire snow removal equipment project subject to the federal aviation grant funding.
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Colister, seconded by Coolman. Any discussion here? Take the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell.
Yes.
Okay, that one passes. Item F is a resolution setting a public hearing date for Maquoketa Municipal Airport runway rehab. And that's FAA 2JAAIG number 03-19005-017-2026.
So moved.
Motion by Colister.
Second.
Seconded by Alinger. Any discussion here? Take the roll.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. I'm going to item G, which is a resolution approving change order number 7 increase in the amount of $27,482.71. That's payable to Tricon Construction Group on the wastewater treatment plant project.
Thank you, Mayor, and I'll maybe defer to Jen here in a second. The majority of this final change order was due to a sludge thickener valve on a critical point. Jen, can you describe where that critical point was? I imagine it maybe helped move sludge a little more freely.
Sludge tank, an arm comes around, goes onto a trough and dumps sludge down the drain to get recycled back through the plant. And during construction, somehow the drain got taken away. So they had to put a drain line in, a valve and a drain line that went back around to the headworks of the plant, so it was quite costly. We're not sure, we used an old sludge tank from, I think 1997 that was sitting empty, they just refurbished it. So the sludge line could have been taken, or the drain line could have been taken away when they did that project, we're not sure, but it was missed in the pre-construction.
Otherwise, you had a project that ended up well below initial bid. We had a substantial series of change order deductions right away, and thankfully it didn't go all the way back up. Otherwise, after this, we're ready for final payouts.
So moved.
Okay, motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Alinger. There's no discussion, take the roll.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. Item H is the discussion of possible motion approving pay app number 25 and the final pay app of app number 26 in the amount of $878,204. That's payable to Tricon Construction Group for the wastewater treatment plant again.
Mayor, real quick as a notation on this, if you reviewed your council packet closely, you'll see that one of those pay apps didn't account for the $27,482. I'm knowingly acknowledging that and asking you to pay $878,204, and I'll be in contact with Tricon this week and provide supplemental payment.
So moved.
Motion by Colister,
Rickrell.
seconded by Rickrell. Any discussion here? Then take the roll.
Alinger,
Yes.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman.
Yes.
Okay, that passes. We move to item 11, which is an executive session, it's closed session under Iowa Code 21.5 IC with counsel in matters that are presently in litigation, and in Iowa Code 21.5 IJ concerning real estate.
Mayor, let me hop in just for a second, just for clarity. It's 21.5, 1C and 1J. These are two separate matters, and because when you go into closed session with legal counsel to discuss matters in litigation, that stays confidential almost forever unless a judge releases it for some reason. When you go into closed session to discuss real estate, as soon as that real estate deal happens or doesn't happen, that becomes a public record. So you're going into, and I'll say a couple of things. So if any of you are like, well, I'm okay going into closed session on one but not the other, then we need to break them apart. So long as you're all comfortable, or enough of you are, to go into closed session with both of them together, that's okay too. What I'll ask of the clerk during closed session is, we won't come out of closed session, but we're gonna, we'll do the executive session with legal first. We'll record it, take minutes, the recording will stop, and there's gonna be a new recording started, so those records can be kept very separate, because the one may become public where the other one won't, and I don't wanna commingle them. So if that makes sense and everybody's comfortable with one vote to go into closed session on these two topics, that's okay, so long as we keep the record separate.
Motion.
Motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Alinger.
Bennett.
Bennett. Is there no discussion? Take the roll.
Bennett,
Yes.
Hayward,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Coolman,
Yes.
Alinger.
Yes.
All right, we are back in session here. We make it to item 12, which is reports and communications. Do we have anything from the council members? Anything from the city manager?
Yeah, I just have a few things, and I'm sorry to keep you. Splash pad discussion. Our social media post was 36,000 views. It was very widely shared. The plans, I hope that they would have been on tonight's agenda. They're about 97, 98% complete, and we're supposed to have a follow-up call Wednesday. My comment to them last week is this feels like it's slipping away into June for a bid. There comes a point where we may as well wait till January to bid it, and it doesn't change your end date and open date of May 15th, June of 2027. But I have seen, and maybe Doug can also say, that you get into these summer months and you get these contract bids that turn into, well, we'll see what happens when we get it, if we get it. And I don't know if we can afford that. So one of the other benefits we have is that we don't have the aquatic plans stamped for approval yet by the state either. So maybe during this time period, it'd be good for the aquatic approval person for the state to stamp the plans, and the plans come with absolute certainty in January. Just kind of giving an update because I had hoped to show it tonight and I didn't have it. They're working on some subcontract engineering for structural still and electrical, and that's why it wasn't on the agenda tonight, but certainly hopefully here in the next week we have them. If not, I think we need to be thinking about bidding it in January and getting a better bid that way.
That being said, would you continue on with the Madison Street parking
Yes.
area? We would,
Yeah.
we would continue with that.
Right.
Okay, good.
Second thing, it's been a good couple months in City Hall for grants. Your next agenda will have a $500,000 trail grant agreement for Summit and Jacobson. That includes curb, gutter, and new trail along that entire length. Pretty happy about that, and we're retiring the Platt Street Fund finally, and the excess funds from Platt Street will be applied towards a local match on this trail grant. So it's tough to imagine this trail costing $650,000, but that's the engineer's estimate that we have right now. But we have the funds and we have a lot of help heading into this. The main objective, or at least one of the main parts of it, is the route of Summit and Jacobson is a truck route. It's what they call an RPA route through ECIA, and because we're a city over 5,000 people, we get supplemental funding as a city for transportation objectives. And back in 2016, 2017, when we were starting the Platt Street project, we borrowed a lot of funds from the RPA programming from ECIA. You have about $600-some thousand to program again for the RPA program, and so we are looking to recommend to our Public Works Committee, and we'll talk about it more, is doing a resurfacing of Summit and Jacobson so that you have this trail, you have this curb and gutter, and you have an aging bridge that will probably last about 15 more years. And then in 15 more years, hopefully you have a larger construction project along that entire route that's easy, it's uniform, and you could go get grant funding for that. And it's entirely possible that bridge could be taken out and replaced with some sort of rock structure or some sort of culvert that would allow for traffic to continue to go through there. So that bridge, if you're curious, only exists because of a railroad spur as far as I understand. So it's no longer there. Last thing, if you're available at 5 p.m. tomorrow, we're having a presentation on Quadplex. And it's just one of those projects we hand over to the university students from the University of Iowa. They try to measure feasibility, where would it go, how large would it be, and one of the options, of course, is do nothing with these. And so it gives the students a good opportunity. I don't know if it would ever happen in Maquoketa, but it's a good problem to study, and it's been a good spring session. A couple of you have volunteered for that. Was a part of one today. Could use a little help asking them questions at 5 p.m. here tomorrow if you're interested in attending. So
Here.
yes,
That it?
same projector. That's it.
Okay, anybody else? If not, I accept the motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Bennett. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We're adjourned.